Right, in this video we're going to have a look at the various views we have with reports that we've created in Microsoft Access. Now let's have a look. Here you can see I have a couple of reports down here at the bottom, and I created these earlier. So I'm going to open up one of these. Okay, open that up there. Great. I'm going to move this out of the way just so we have some space. And let's see, we have a consultant contact details report here. I've got all their details there, and at the moment I am looking at this in what's called report view. Here it is here. It's report view. So I can see this. This is the one kind of view that I have in Microsoft Access, but there are other views as well. Let me show you what they are. So at the top left hand side you can see I've got view. I'm going to click over here and I've got report view, which I'm currently in. Print preview. Makes sense. That's before you're about to print something. This is what it will look like when you print it. Layout view, and I'll show you why I like layout view, and design view. So let's go through them one at a time. The first one that we have is report view. This we've now had a good look at. Then we have print preview. Let's see. Print preview. Right, you can see that my ribbon has already changed, and nothing too different here. I mean, it still looks like report view, but here you can see, oh, hang on, this is a landscape page, and I can also tell that my email addresses are going to get cut off there, which is no good. And I can see that, okay, well, I can look at more than one page, so that's kind of not what I want to happen here. I can do this. Yeah, that's teeny, but I mean, you get the idea. Okay, back to one page, please. So let's see what we've got here. Well, we've got the print button, we've got the size, okay, A4, we've got margins. We can actually, they're narrow at the moment, can't do much better than that. We can print the data only. Okay, look what that does. Just the data, so it takes the headings and everything away. Take that away there. Portrait, probably not the best idea, because now I've got like, it's going to go over all, oh no, that's just the worst thing ever. Put that back. Columns. All right, how many columns do I want? How many spaces between the rows do I want? Okay, so this is really like if you want to work with the specifics of a report and you want to break it down into columns. We don't really do a lot of this in Microsoft Access, to be honest, but it's good to know that it's there. Here's my page setup options over there, and I can zoom in and out here. Here's fit to window, zoom to 100%. So now you can see, if I'm in print preview mode and I can see like, this is not going to print the way I want it to, we can fix that. I'm going to close print preview here as well. Just close that there. Let's switch to the next view that we have, which is layout view. Now let me show you why I like layout view. Click on layout view. Right, so now you can see, it kind of looks like report view with a little bit of print preview. I can see like, oh, there's my page borders over there. That's where the page stops there. And I can actually click on any object. All right, here I'm clicking on my fields. And the nice thing is I can format them in layout view, which is very, very nice. Have a look here, guys. I'm going to just zoom that in a little. Zoom. Resize. I mean, I'm zooming my butt. Did I say my butt? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I want to edit that out. I probably will forget. Just ignore that I said my butt. Okay, let's just move that in a little there. Okay, so far so good. I can move these up a little bit to the left. There you go. See what I'm doing? So all I'm doing is I'm actually just clicking on things. I can resize things. I can move things. Okay, like you can really go to town with this. Don't do what I just did. That is just very bad. Very bad. Okay, have a look. Have a look. See? There you go. Okay, do you see what I'm doing? Just resizing the fields. Just moving things a little bit. There you go. Do you see? So I could make that eventually fit onto a page if I really wanted to. Alright, there are better ways of doing this. My point is, in your layout view, you can click on something like first name, and I can then go to format. And I can format that, and I can change the color, I can make it bold, I can make it a bigger font size. Yeah, that's not good. I can apply that with my format painter. Okay, if you double click, you can apply it more than once. There you go, that's pretty good. And now if I go to a different view, okay, if I go back here and I go view, if I go back to my report view, you can see that my formatting has taken effect. If I go switch to my print view, preview, my formatting has taken effect there. So those are the three different views that we have that you can play with. But the last one is the design view. This is where we do the calculations, the work, all that sort of stuff. Switch to design view. Now the report looks completely different because this is not the report we're looking at. This is the back end of the report. Just like we did with tables and with queries, this is the design view of a report. And let's have a look at the various sections that we have. We have right at the top the header of the report. That is at the top, the start of the report. It doesn't repeat on anything else. That's at the beginning of the report. Then we have the page header. The page header, obviously, like in any Word, for example, the header repeats on every page. The page header repeats on every page. Then we have the details section. The details section, this is where the data from the database gets put in. So all the information from the database gets put into this section. All right. Then we have the page footer, repeats at the bottom of every page. And then we have the report footer, which is at the end of the report. So quite a lot of sections here. And you can see I can kind of go from any section to any section, and I can still format things in design view, which is actually quite nice. And here you can see I can make things bigger, I can make them smaller. Watch this. If I just scroll along a little bit here, okay. Oh, I was looking for the end of the report. There it is. There it is. Do you see that I can actually resize this according to any size that I like? I can go, I'm going to just go back here. I can make this area a little bit bigger. I can make that a bit bigger. I can make that smaller or bigger. Do you see what I'm doing, guys? I can make this bigger if I want to put a picture in here. And when in doubt, right click and you'll see all kinds of options. But we'll get into that in another lesson, not this lesson. Alright, all I wanted you guys to be aware of is that we have the 4 different views for reports. We have the report view, which is what we can look at on the screen, and it looks good. We can have the print preview, where we can see what it will look like if it prints out on an actual physical printer. The layout view, where we can see the layout and we can mess with it a bit. We can sort of format things, move things around. And the design view, like tables and queries, we have the same thing with reports, the design view, where we can now do calculations, which is coming up in a lesson or two.